How's it going, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review Fargo, Season 2, Episode 3, titled The Myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus, or I'm just gonna call it, I'm a senior. I don't know what word that is. I'm just gonna say syphilis. That may be the myth of syphilis. Either way, that's not what matters. That's just the episode title. This is, spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to fx.com/Fargo. Watch the full episode there. Thanks so much for joining me. And sorry for being 1 or 2 days late, guys. I'm very sorry for doing that. I had some good sleep last night. I just fell asleep. And I went to sleep early. I'm talking about like that 10:30 like grandpa crap, falling asleep then. And I woke up and I had no worries, no trouble. Oh man, I had a good time. I just woke up and I was regenerated. I literally, it felt good, man. I was like, good thing I didn't do no reviews last night. I would have been like, but now I'm up, and then I was yesterday. Now I'm still down today. So either way, let's get right to this. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons, and final score. Don't forget, I also review Gotham, Supergirl, American Horror Story. I was in Freak Show, Hotel, Arrow, The Flash, much more, guys. So Z Nation, The Walking Dead. Stay tuned for all that. So here we go. I don't know how to say their names. The Gerhardts, basically, the Dodd and Bear and their family. They're thinking about starting a war. Lou is in Fargo. He's in Fargo, I believe. He's up there, and he talks to a lawyer named Ben Schmidt. So basically, they found Rye's fingerprints on the gun. So that's we got our suspect. That's just a suspect, though. It doesn't mean he's the killer, but we know who the killer is, obviously. Hank is bringing wanted posters to the beauty store where Peggy works, and he's bringing it has Rye and everything. I think this is the killer. Can I put this one up? Oh, okay, thank you. So he puts up the thing, and he's talking about a car, maybe he was probably ran over by a car, and Peggy's all paranoid, and the girl, her friend at the shop, she's like, "Hey Peggy, don't you have a hole in your car?" "Oh, I don't think that's, I think that's just not right. I think that's stupid. That doesn't sound right." And the way Kristen Dunst plays it off, dude, she's still paranoid, but yet Hank's like, "You know what, I do agree with you. It's just damn, it's so close to getting caught, and the girl, she's just kind of there, you should probably say, wait, no, that's kind of weird. You have a hole in your car, and you're talking about a person who maybe got run over. It kind of, they're match and match, but whatever. Okay, go ahead. So, she gets Ed, and she needs to get rid of the car. So we see Skip. Skip is the guy who works at the typewriting shop, and now he's in Fargo as well, and he's going to go see a judge. So he's acting a little weird. He wants to go in, but now he's not. He's going back out, back in. And Lou and Ben, they question him, basically. And Skip is, after that, Skip is with Rye's niece, which is Dodd's daughter. I didn't even know Dodd had a daughter. I was like, damn, I thought that was his girlfriend or something, but I guess he's that old in the show then, man. Dodd's probably 40-something. So anyway, and Redman, or you could call him Hansi. I believe that's his name, right? Hansi is the Indian. We have him, and they're going to go on a little ride. It's not going to be good for Skip. Ed and Peggy fake a car accident, and then, they just ran into the truck. Well, watch your toes now. Just drove into a tree, and you know what? The tow people came over, right? The tow people came, and they were literally talking about what they're going to do in front of the people. They were like, "Oh, well, you might as well just be like, oh, good thing you got rid of the body. Oh, yeah." And, they might have well just said that, because they're just talking about their plan. Not, total, 100% plan, but they're basically just speaking out loud about it while the tow people are there. It's kind of really? Really? Are you kidding me? Okay. So Lou confronts the Gerhardts at their ranch, and Ben's with them, and the family, and I love it, dude. Patrick Wilson, may I say, Patrick Wilson is a handsome man, very handsome, but he is a fantastic actor, very underrated. And then you have the guy from Burn Notice, man. You have, what's his name? Dodd, but I forgot the actor's name. Oh, shoot. Whoa, this is the bad one. I can't remember his name. But yeah, Jeffrey Donovan, there we go. And Dodd is there, and he arrives, and he's looking at him, and I love how he's not scared. Lou's not scared, because he was in Vietnam and everything, so, a few guys with guns to him, not a big deal. And I love how he's just kind of like, whatever happened to law enforcement? You know, like, I'm a law enforcement and everything. And then he's like, well, you're dancing with the wrong girl. And then Don was like, what? I just love that. I literally clapped when he had, like, that was one of the most intense scenes in the show, in this episode. You're dancing with the wrong girl. Jesus. No, wow. Yeah. Okay, Lou. Just go ahead. So they leave, and they went there to say Rye is a suspect. We need to talk to Rye, and then missing, blah blah blah. So they went with that. So they don't believe Rye would do that. So they're at the typewriter store, and basically Lou meets Mike Milligan and the Kitchen Brothers. I love how they just come out, and the Kitchen Brothers are pretty badass, dude. They're really, really amazing, and Mike Milligan is probably one of my favorite characters out of the whole season. And he's just talking, like, when he walks out, he's like, hello. Hey, did you, where's your brother? And he walks out, and he has a gun, and the other guy gets the gun, and then they're just talking. I love that. He's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go now. No? You stay. I think it's time for us to leave. God damn it, Mike Milligan. Nixon. I am not a crook. Right there and then, I was hooked, baby. I was hooked right there. So anyway, there's UFO talk. Lou hears this guy talking about UFOs. Mind you, he looks a little crazy. I want to believe. But, the UFO talk is going on. UFO talk. Lou returns home, and Dodd hits his daughter, by the way. Dodd's not very nice to his daughter. He's sitting, and, she's acting sort of like a slut, like talking about, like, slutty-wise to him. But just really to get on, just to grind his gears, and he hits her and everything. He's very pissed off at her. They end up killing Skip, but they got info, and he is buried alive by this asphalt, I believe. It is like burning hot, and then it buries him alive, and it crushes him as well. So, what a way to go. You're suffocating, you're burning, and, well, you're buried alive, and you're in a hole, and you're burning alive, and you're going to be in hell in a hole. Skip, enjoy your life. Your last 2 seconds before he's dead. Simple as that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what did I think about this episode overall? Well, let me give you my pros first. I gotta say, I love the ending. The ending was really awesome for me. Now, if I was Skip, I would have just ran and got shot and just took my chances and should have died right away if I got shot. But, that works too. I mean, getting burned and everything. But the ending was pretty cool. And seeing Skip go and everything, but seeing how they got information where he didn't know where Rye was and he wanted to talk to him. So the ending worked out pretty well for me, where it made me, it was like, that's a perfect ending to want more. Dodd and his daughter, and definitely Dodd, just a character himself, man. He's super interesting. I think Jeffrey Donovan's doing a fantastic job with him. I haven't seen Burn Notice, and I heard that's a really good show. So just seeing Jeffrey Donovan doing his accent and talking to his mother and his brother, and it definitely, it's just very enjoyable. And Dodd is like the Lorne Malvo of the season as of right now, even though we haven't seen him much in action. Just that crazy yet cool type of guy. That's what Dodd is. Bear as well, dude. Bear, always licking my hand, yo. He's always licking his hands, literally. You notice he's licking his fingers every time, every episode he's eating. Oh yeah, Mom's right, Yeah, you got a problem here, Mom? Like this. He's from Insidious, that actor, I believe, dude. So, and then he was in Patrick Wilson as well, dude. So that's pretty crazy to see them both together. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Lou, dude, Patrick Wilson knocked it out of the ballpark this episode, dude. He really stole the show, and I love his accent. I love the way his mannerisms are. I love the acting that he gives and the blue eyes and the whole, when he's like, "You're dancing with the wrong girl." That was pretty nice. The shampoo, dude. Floyd was talking to Mike Milligan, and he was like, "Oh, I'm late with my shampoo, man. Fill my hair." Oh, that's nice. That literally, I didn't laugh, but I was like, yeah, that's some pretty good dark like writing. Just they're like talking about killing them. Like they say to kill, we kill. They say to give them more money, we give them more money. And then they're talking about shampoo. It's pretty messed up. The UFO also as well. The UFO. I don't really want them to talk about UFOs this season, but just that they mentioned it and that it's a thing going on. Of course, 1979. I know there's cases going on around the areas like that and everything. So don't get me wrong. I know that stuff going on like that. Mike Milligan and the brothers, the Kitchen Brothers, especially in the beginning when the directing's another pro. Really great directing this episode when they're going and they're walking down a hall and you see the Kitchen Brothers behind and just the way that they look and the way that it's captured is really awesome. Really great directing, and their characters are awesome. Peggy Peggy's reaction, of course, in the store was priceless as well. I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound like it's possible. All that. So, and Skip's death again was pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Not like bloody brutal, but when you think about it, he's burning. He's being buried alive, getting crushed, suffocating. So, it's pretty damn bad of a death, So, anyway, the cons really, the opening, the whole Hansi with the bunny thing, that, let's be honest, that took out a minute or two of the story. Hansi, he's not a main character, he's a side character. He's just mostly a supporting character. Why do we need to see him with a rabbit? Tell me one thing why we need to see him with a rabbit. What does that do to the story? What does that help? What does that give hints of? We know he's a crazy mofo. We know he's a cool badass, but him holding a rabbit and then killing it, what's that supposed to prove? And don't say, oh, the artistic style and blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's for story purpose. It's just Hansi with a rabbit and then he kills it. Why open... And do you notice that every opening really has... The past 2 episodes have been at that ranch. Can it be somewhere else now and then say Fargo and somewhere else instead of being at the ranch as well? And the first half of the show, it was okay. The first half, the first 20 minutes of the show, it was okay. Really, it got better the second half. The second half definitely stole the show for me. I think ever since once after the fake car accident, like watch your toes. After that, then it actually really picked up very well. And Ed and Peggy this episode, they felt out of place. You know what I mean? Like, all the other characters felt really great, and then Ed and Peggy are the ones that were just kind of there this episode. You know what I'm saying? The great acting, don't get me wrong. Jesse Plemons and Kristen Dunst were perfect, but just what they did this episode really was, whatever, okay, you just crashed in a car. Whoa, cool. Okay. So you just did that. So it was a little just slow around there, but other than that, I think it was a really good episode, guys. So overall, I'm going to give it a solid B. Good episode, man. Very good. Is it better than Season 1 so far? Again, I can't answer that until the season finale, Season 2, to tell whether or not it's better than Season 1. I do miss the score of Season 1. The Season 1 theme was amazing. But for here, it's good. Very good episode, guys, and I can't wait for next week. The dark comedy's still there. The acting is perfect. The writing of the characters are good so far, and I can't wait to see more from each and every individual in this show. Comment down below, let me know what you think about Fargo. I'll see you all next week for more. May the smart be with you always.